meteorologist Chase Menendez with your local weather authority forecast on Fox 24 News AM Live.
With a fresh haircut.
Ooh, fresh to death. That's what I got going on right now.
Yeah.
A little silver action.
I like it. You're officially the Silver Fox, Chase.
Is that official now?
Yeah.
Has it become official?
It's official.
I've replaced whoever was the Silver Fox before me?
Right.
Okay. I'm fine with it.
Because
I accept.
I say so.
I accept, Clark. Well, yeah, you know, it wasn't actually the best time to get a haircut because it's still pretty cold outside. So now when the wind blows, oh yeah, it's a little chilly out there. But right now we are a little bit warmer than we were yesterday. I say warmer. That's very important to put that ER at the end in capital letters because we have picked up 8 degrees here for Odessa Midland over this time yesterday. Big Spring, same story, but Alpine picking up 10 degrees. Warmer because most of us still in the 30s. We are pretty close to that freezing line just about everywhere. 34 degrees for Odessa Midland, very close to that 32-degree point at which water freezes over like we are in Wink. 27 in Hobbs, 28 in Seminole across southeast New Mexico in the northern basin. We are right on or below that freezing mark. Anytime we see temperatures below 32, ice is a possibility. So do be careful looking out for that when you're driving around this morning. Thankfully, though, as we warm up through the day, we'll pick up into the 50s. So we've got a good, nice high temperature coming through. It's January, so temperatures in the 50s is pretty typical for this time of year. We're still coming in a little bit below average, but even still much warmer than the 40s that we reached yesterday. But speaking of 40s, we do drop down by 8 p.m. into the 40s again. So look out for that if you've got plans outdoors tonight. It is going to be pretty chilly once again. Now we've got some feedback actually showing up. A little bit of light rainfall looking like it's showing up here on the satellite and radar, but notice how these greens, this highlighter green color, this pink color, just moving around very differently than the clouds are. That's how we can tell that it's actually just feedback on the satellite and radar. But we were looking at a little bit of snow earlier this morning in the northeastern basin, just around Snyder. So if you're traveling along I-20, do be careful, do look out for that. But notice off to our north, you can see a very defined line with these clouds slowly drifting down to the south without any more clouds coming to replace them. That's great because that means we'll see a little bit of sunshine as we get on into the afternoon time. This model not really picking up on all that cloud cover or that snowfall that we saw just outside of Abilene, but for the most part, we are looking at pretty clear pictures as to what to expect for this afternoon. As we get on to around 1 p.m., notice the sky starting to part, leading to a little bit of sunshine. That sunshine shining just before sundown. That should help us warm up to a nice, well, fairly warm high temperature, especially compared to where we were yesterday. But as we get into the overnight hours, notice those clouds take their time flowing back in. It's not until about 4 or 5 a.m. that we start to see those clouds roll in from the south and east. It's also important to note that those clouds are coming in from the south and east because that indicates a little bit of moisture flowing in from the Gulf of Mexico. That's going to increase our dew points, really ramp up our humidity. It's pretty dry right now, so maybe get some of that chapstick, load up on that hand moisturizer or what have you, because it is pretty dry today. Thankfully, as we get to around Thursday, we'll see that all that forecast improve. Those dry conditions, those sunshine conditions will start to shine again, and then we get a little more cloud cover coming in from the southeast for Friday morning, too. Again, that's going to ramp up our dew points, possibly leading us to a little bit of rain chances coming our way for the end of the weekend. Now, temperatures today still coming in shy of average as far as our highs go, but we were a little bit above average for our lows. Even still, we are going to be warming up as we get on through the week, and that's good. Warm air can actually hold on to more moisture than cold air, so these dew points have the capacity to actually increase as we warm up in temperature. 22 degrees our current dew point for Odessa Midland, but only 19 in Fort Stockton, 18 in Pecos. I say only because average for this time of year is upper 20s, so we're well shy of average just about everywhere here in West Texas. But again, as we get through the rest of the week, we are going to see those dew points increasing, possibly leading us to those rain chances this weekend. Thankfully, until we get to this weekend, we do have a nice warming trend coming our way, so it's not going to be too difficult to make it to Saturday, even though we've got that cold morning once again today. Now, tomorrow morning is going to be another cold one, too. We're dropping down into the 30s again here for Odessa Midland, down to 36 degrees, but that is still substantially warmer than what we saw this morning, and it is also above freezing. Even still, I'd say plan for a hard freeze just to be on the safe side, especially in the northern basin. Take the precautions, pull in those plants, make sure your pets are warm and safe, do the usual, and you know what, stay warm and safe yourself too, always a good tip. 56 our high today, 67 by tomorrow, and 69 on Friday. I told you that warming trend really taking off by the time we get to tomorrow afternoon, and then we warm up into the 70s on Saturday and Sunday. But Small 30% chance to see some possibly thunderstorms early Saturday morning, just after midnight, say around 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m., something like that is about the time we can expect those thunderstorms. Not looking severe at this point, which is great, especially considering they're coming through in the overnight hours. Not a whole lot of heat energy to draw from, not a whole lot of sunshine to kick off those severe weather potential chances. So we're just looking at regular thunderstorms. But if anything changes, of course, I'll let you know.
All right, and speaking of things kicking off, do you think our Super Bowl Sunday is going to be safe?
We'll have to see.
It looks pretty nice. Fingers crossed for that.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. 75, I think it's going to be the high on Sunday. So I say get out and enjoy it.
All right, well, thanks for those updates, Chase.